Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some Pauly plays. Curse of the Dead Gods. I'm gonna be honest here, I actually forgot to record one of these episodes. I recorded yesterday, but not the day before, so I'm actually an episode behind. And to make it all worse, I also actually forgot to upload one last night. So for those of you who actually I clicked on the wrong thing. For those of you who actually really enjoy this series, which seems to actually be a few people, it's not gonna be on time today. And today would be 18th? Yeah, 18th. You get to see my horrible mat of hair in its full glory. There's no way of getting gold. Until getting gold is too late. Because it's not cold enough today to actually wear a beanie and hoodie and all that. So this is me. Right, it's been a while. I think, yeah, I definitely did skip an episode because I can't remember what we did last. There's a fire starting in my heart. No, is there poison back here, or am I imagining things? Next. Alright, you should be able to die in one volley. Oh, getting this right now is actually really good. It's actually really good. Happy about that. So I wasn't actually planning on recording anything today, funny enough. Then I realized that at some stage I messed up the recordings, or the uploads and the recordings, to the point where I never actually recorded an episode. I just wanted to tap shift to sprint. I've been playing Breakpoint. It's free this weekend, by the way. By the time this video goes up, you'll have a day to play it. So it's a pleasure. No, I had Uplay. I did the like $1 for the Uplay Plus thing a while ago. That was just when Breakpoint came out. So I played it for like 20-ish hours. And then let's start first. I played it for like 20-ish hours. Yeah, that was stupid. Be gone. Flora. Let's call it fauna. Anybody else get confused by that stuff? Sometimes. When English words just sound way too similar. Let me try and think of something else. To make my point. Yo. Luck? What was I saying? Oh, fauna and flora. Wait, what was I saying before fauna and flora? Oh, no, it's too late now. It's gone. Boom. Easy, easy. Not easy, not easy. Ooh! Nice. Nice. So I didn't come into I didn't wake up this morning and be like, I'm in a banter mood, or I have to be in a banter mood, because today I was just gonna play some Breakpoint with a friend. And now so I'm going to Breakpoint and I'm recording my video. See, you guys are important. I don't think that you. And yeah, Breakpoint's fun. So the conclusion we came to last night is that Breakpoint is how can I put this? Breakpoint is 65% a really good game. The environment designs, the grass, like just how they did the foliage. The story's not amazing, but it's decent enough. Things like that. The game's pretty good. But then you have moments like what Breakpoint feels like is they either got 50% with the game and then had to rush it out the rest which is very common these days. Or the other thing that could have happened is they have 2 teams working on the game. Like an A team and a B team. And then the A team eventually got pulled off to do something else. Because Breakpoint has a lot of like really cool things it does. But it also has a lot of things that it does really poorly. And things that it does really, really well. Like it's so... Like you can so clearly see it in some of the cutscenes. You repeatedly go to this one island to interact with someone called Madeira, I think. Madeira is from Naruto. Anyway, and in her room there are things that are just... Yes. In her room there are just things that aren't animated or modeled or lit correctly. But then there are other things, like when they zoom in on her face, you can literally see the vein beneath her skin, and it looks so good. And then your other parts of the game where you're looking around and you're like... Was this the B or C team? Because there are things that are done so incredibly well, and mechanics that work really well, and then there are mechanics that are absolute trash. Like the only way to get out of water is by swimming to a platform that is literally like a centimeter above the water. Like there's no other way of getting out of the water. But you end up in water so often. And you can stealth swim in the water, and the animations are done so cleanly. The sound is... Oh no, I was scratching my nose. The sound is done so incredibly well for the water areas as well. And then you just have moments where you look at the game and you're like, wait, what? Is this it? Why is this a thing? And it's just incredibly strange. Yeah, you light that on fire. Really? Timing? And, yeah, the game has such brilliant moments and such absolutely terrible moments. Like writing or lip sync just being completely terrible. For literally no reason other than it's terrible. Okay. We got greedy with a heavy weapon and we got punished. Let's not do that again. I wasn't sure if I was out of his reach there. Oh, my nose is so itchy today. What is going on? Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm super prepared. I'm so itchy as all. And guys, it's a really fun game, and we're going to be playing it throughout this weekend, and if it's still on sale at the end and we really want to keep playing, I guess we'll pick it up. But the endgame content seems really cool. It's like a little crossover with Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. Just done really well, and it was really fun. But there are a lot of moments in the game I'm just like, why is this a thing? Like, who signed off on these 5 things that are really, really good and then just completely ignored these? Oh no. No, let's just get out. Just get out. Okay, 1 heavy attack. Finish it off. Finish that. Oh no, he jumped faster than I thought he would. Let's see. Should be a goodie. I keep doing that. Today I'm fat fingering all my buttons. Giggity. Oh no. Be gone, Satan! We will not have your kind here. So it's a fun game. Other than that, what have we been doing? We've also been playing a better Monster Hunter World, of course. Man, that port is so bad. Like, that port is just... And the co-op... It's such a good game. And it's such an absolutely terrible execution at the exact same time. Well, that sucked. Hey, friendo. You need to go there. Okay. I need to blow my nose. I don't have tissues. Blowing my nose. Whoop. Okay, we've taken a ton of idiotic damage in these past few rooms. We're also having a nice chat, so those two generally go hand in hand. Bad damage and having a good conversation. So I paid the price. Are we actually going to use a hammer for once? Man, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, we just have gold rooms. So we have 300 HP to 346 hit points. No curses that regenerate HP. And we need to kill the boss. Oh, and like 3 more rooms. Oh, that was too early. I saw it happening in slow-mo, guys. Saw it happening in slow-mo. It hurts. Once again, it hurts me a lot more than it hurts you. Monster Hunter is an incredible game. If you haven't played the game, pick it up. Monster Hunter is cool. Especially now, it's... Yeah, I don't know if it's still cheap, but it was pretty bloody cheap for everything that the game essentially had to offer. And I just keep taking more damage. And if you haven't tried it yet, or if you don't know what Monster Hunter World is, it's a game in which you hunt monsters on a revolutionary and unexpected, right? But yeah. But you hunt them, skin them, or harvest from them, and then you use their parts to craft better armor and weapons, which sounds absolutely vulgar, but it doesn't feel that vulgar. Well, it probably means it's a good game. Make you not feel like a scumbag while you murder things. Yeah, why not? Seems a bit faster actually than the jewel maze. I don't know. It seems a bit weird. In any case, it's a really good game. The way they do their drop in, drop out co-op though is absolute nonsense, and I don't know how the hell the game still did that well, even with such absolutely terrible co-op. Like going through it again on the power levelers, not power levelers, but the guy who's played the game before side. So I just started playing. I've played for about 200 hours, and you know what? You just die. I will 100% take this instead. And seeing the game once again from the more experienced player's perspective, because when you reach end game, you don't have to do the whole. So how it works is they don't have a way for you to party up before you go on a quest. You can depart on a quest together, but you can't depart on a quest together if there's a cutscene that someone still needs to watch in that mission. They first have to load in, watch the cutscene, and then you can join them. So what that essentially means is for the first 50 hours of gameplay, every single time you want to join your friend, if you're leveling together, which luckily we aren't anymore, but we did at the start, if you're leveling together, I literally need to load into the mission, run around for X amount of minutes trying to find this monster. Then after I found the monster, I need to watch the cutscene. Then I need to exit and then join him on his game after he found the monster. Now what often happens is a new player doesn't know the maps that well anymore, doesn't know where the monsters spawn that well yet. So I go in, I find my monster, watch the cutscene, come out, and I just chill in the town and just wait for him to find the monster. Then he watches the cutscene, then I jump in. Then it takes us like 5 minutes to kill the monster, and then it's another 10 to 15 minutes of waiting around until things can happen. Like, it is the worst implemented multiplayer I have seen in my... Heavy weapon attacks can go through that? It is the worst implemented multiplayer I have seen in my entire life. Honestly. And I've played some janky games. None as bad as this. Like, it has such promise for gameplay and content-wise. Like, it's such a fun game. And it's so fun when you finally reach endgame and there aren't cinematics holding you back from playing with your friends. You just right off the bat, you queue in with your friends and you go beat some stuff up. But as like a new player experience, it is so bad. It is so bad. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, we're gonna die. If we don't die... Yeah. We died here, okay? We died. Let's go again. That's what I get for insulting Monster Hunter. Oh, and the port is terrible. Like, the controls are just all over the place. If you use a controller, it's fine. But if you use a keyboard and mouse, it is one of the worst freaking ports I've ever seen. So bad. Like, it is so bad. But still, it's an absolutely brilliant game, and I'm so glad that they finally did actually bring it to PC. And I hope to see... There's still a bunch of monsters that I still need to kill. Endgame monsters. I'm hoping Brent and I can get there, and we can do that. But until then, a large bulk of... Oh, I don't have the big hammer anymore, obviously. Died. A large bulk of the gameplay right now is me standing in town waiting for things to unfold. So at first I started out as a level 1 character with him, thinking that would make things better. And unfortunately, it didn't. Not so whatsoever. Like, it just made things substantially worse. So, I feel like if I do this, right, I could probably get you to go blow yourself up. That wasn't what I'd planned, but you know what? Was not too shabby. Okay, we done here? Other than that, the monsters designs, the characters designs, the animations, the variety in each... The variety in each fight. Take my blood. The variety in each fight with... As the monsters' difficulty scale up and you fight them over the course of the game. And they just become more and more and more powerful. The game just 20 for opening a door? Any curse, I mean, corruption. That's all done so incredibly well. And they perfected it. I mean, I last played a Monster Hunter game on PSP when I was grade 8. 9. Grade 9. So... a while ago. How old are you in grade 9? 15? Okay, so 10 years ago. Good lord. And a big issue that I had was actually not seeing that much of a difference in the game between now and then. Like, they added more stuff that made it more complicated, yes, but I still saw monsters that I remembered from back in the day. And there isn't really much of a story in Monster Hunter World. There's a loose story that doesn't really... Okay, so the lore and world building of Monster Hunter is incredible. If you actually go and watch a few videos on YouTube about the lore of the game and why the world is the way it is and things like that, it's amazing. I just messed up so many times and somehow came out alive. The world is so incredibly awesome, but everything is told through like obscure flavor text. And the issue is, if they just, I'm telling you now, if they just actually put a bit more effort into the story, leave the gameplay as it is. Leave the gameplay as it is, that's fine. Bring back some of the old monsters, something like that for a Monster Hunter World 2. And is this our first curse? Yes, because we restarted. And just actually had a like a genuine proper storyline. That's a thing? Okay. This is apparently a thing now. Oh, Wait. Okay. You can no longer create any source of light, really. So that sucks. Get parried. I am evolving. I'm devolving. I'm devolving. I can see the poison so clearly, though. Yeah, just tell a bit more of the actual Monster Hunter World story. That's stuff that they've just explained in posts and cartoons and comics, and tell some of that story. Like I was actually like travel back in time or something. Like something ridiculous. It'll do well, I promise. I promise, guys, it'll do well. That'll get the people who don't even play Monster Hunter, because it's just a Monster Hunting game, to actually pick up the game and play it. Okay, that attack is just... That delay is just too much for me. Hello? You gonna hit me? I'd much rather do half damage to you and protect myself than... How cool would it be if it lit up like the cursed torches in the haven? Like when you run through the haven on the little pathway? That's cool. Those braziers should totally light up like that. Hey, bud. Whoop. Hey, other bud. Hey, summon your worm. Nature. Mother Nature's mad. See, I was looking at you guys. That's why I got hit. Looking at you. Again, still? Can you guys break this for me? Yeah, can you? Got stuck. I don't like you guys. They suck. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum. Good song. Our curse actually doesn't seem that horrible, so... Having a passive way to heal, I think, is worth taking on a smidget of a curse. You guys feel so far away. I feel so far away. Let's adjust that. Hey. Hi. Hi, you guys. Alright, let's explore. So yeah, this is actually the only, I think I might do a Neon Abyss episode as well today. Okay, so dodging this guy's like jump attack, you literally just walk at him. You're like... I tried to parry in the middle of that, but I missed his shots. Unfortunate, but not really helped. So now the trinkets we're looking for, or trinkets I mean relics, we're looking for are those that say increased damage in darkness. Because, a simple reason being, what does this charge attack do? Same as the others, so I can probably use it. reason I'm saying that is because we don't take extra damage in darkness anymore due to this curse, right? Do I understand that correctly? No, we're going to take extra damage standing in darkness. So any weapons or relics that actually increase that are going to be pretty useful. Not as strong as the hammer. Not nearly as strong as the hammer. Like, not even slightly as strong as the hammer. Like, the hammer 2 hits falls, and then this thing comes along. Making me all excited because it looks cool and stuff. And then in reality, it actually just sucks. I've been going left. Right, left is... Doesn't left have like... Yeah. I keep going left. I'm gonna go right. And then I realized that... No. Why can't I put you in my main hand? Then I realized that I've actually been going left because it's a chest. I'm brilliant at games. There we go. Don't even need to read what it does. As long as it's a different weapon. Okay, do we have more than 1000 HP, which is more than our starting max HP. And we're heading towards the boss. We are going to get our second curse. Hopefully it's nothing too terrible. Oh, I do not like the weapon. That still worked out decently well. Unfortunately, it did get hurt, but still worked out pretty well. Give me them piles. Woo. See, while I was rolling there, I'm like, I need to remember to not spend all of my stamina on rolling. And then what I actually ended up doing is I spent all my stamina on rolling. While I was thinking to not spend all my stamina on rolling. So that went brilliantly. Anyone else? Keep taking out the torch like it actually makes a difference. Oh, we'll still reveal traps, I guess. But this area doesn't really have spike traps. And you just roll past any of these friggin' snakehead spitty guys you see, whether their eyes are lit up or not. Because they're dangerous and tricksy. More crit damage, that's good. I'm not exactly sure how you get crits. Is that just a chance on any hit? Or is it a chance bound to the heavy attack? So the ones that use stamina? I'm not exactly sure how those work. Okay, that was bad. I agree. But the reason it was bad, other than me being bad, is I can tell you what went wrong if you'd like to know. Is I got mind flooded by trying to parry his attack and then getting hit by their attacks. It was all just a confusing mess. This game feels like a confusing mess. How about y'all like? Ooh, I like when you look down on me a bit. Looking up at you. Let's grab some stats. No, let's just grab more gold. Maybe buy one of those 100% damage dealt, 100% damage taken weapons. And then just die 3 rooms later because I lost half my HP in one attack. Part of the map will be marked as blurries. How do I go up? Mouse wheel. Well, this is gonna suck. We'll go that way. I want to try the time challenge for once. And we've been going for half an hour. So if I do perish due to being a bit overzealous, it's not the end of the world. Wing! Come on, hit me. That felt like spray control. When you get like the nice spray and you just hit the right targets. That felt like. Yeah. Give me the monies. Yes, I do see that. Give the monies. 46% to all healing effects. 66. Yo. Ah, I've got a good feeling about this run if I could stop aimlessly walking into stupid traps. That'd be great. Essentially all this path does is change which side of the room you come in first on. Switch to these quickly. Hello? Just don't attack me at the same time, because that's going to break my brain, I can tell you that now. There's poison over there, I don't want to go there. Let's start at the money. Any excess healing turns into gold. I'm gonna go down here again, but my usual strat of lighting this on fire doesn't work that well when I can't light that on fire, you know? That was too early. And you get those 2 hits in. Okay, we should be good now. No, there's poison. Always poison. When you don't think there's poison, assume there's poison. Takes care of one of them. And this one I can knock out pretty easily. Doom, doo doo doom, 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 doo doo doo. I started watching Tokyo Sinks 2020 on Netflix. It's good. It makes me feel all bad inside. Especially the first few episodes, sorry. Especially the first few episodes. It has these moments where you're like, that is rough. So like, okay, now it starts sinking. Oh, you're doing your burst attack. Good. I'm glad I realized that soon enough so I could dodge out of it, you know? Okay, we're fine. I wasn't worried at all. Anyway, so Okinawa starts sinking, and then I realize it's like the entire coast of Japan just started sinking. And then people try to use their cell phones, and all they hear is like cell phones ringing in the distance, and the character's like, it's probably from all the dead people, and their loved ones trying to get a hold of them. And I was like, yo. That's some deep stuff, some deep stuff you got going there. It's true. That would probably be what happens if the lines are still if the towers are still up to the point where people could receive phone calls. That is probably what would happen. But good lord, hearing it said blatantly like that was dum 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 dum. Nice, dodge dum 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 dum. Oh, I want to keep hitting her with the sword. It does 69 damage. We're gonna win, boys. Oh yeah. Wait, even the third attack that has a longer animation, leaves you exposed for longer, does 69 damage? Are you kidding me? Why? It's 69, 69, 69, but it leaves you exposed longer. Ooh. No, 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 no. Please just stop getting hit. I know that's literally up to me, but if it could just happen, I would greatly appreciate that. Those rolls were so risky, and I just got out of it by sheer luck, and I did that last time as well, but it didn't work last time. Okay, that's the first dum 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 dum, and hey, hag. That was supposed to be with my big sword. This is actually what was supposed to happen. But I hit 2 instead of 3, so I just fat fingered it again and screwed myself. I didn't really want to Neither of those curses really bugged me. Ooh, HP when enemies are killed by the environment. Oh, that's why we're so rich. To keep getting hit. I'm never gonna need that gold. I'm never gonna be willing to take on extra curse for a little bit of gold. Is there any... I'd like to go this way. I've got enough gold to make this entire pathway work. I think hitting up like the road that has weapon and gold on the first floor, and then on the second floor going for the shops is probably the best way to do. That's fine, I can't light them anyway. It's probably the best way to do these things. Only gotta hit it twice because of our super extra heal. That is insane. Yeah. Feeling good. Now I'm feeling good. Like, what is happening in the music industry right now? I haven't heard, like, any bangers come out of pop music. Do these... Ooh. No, mind. Let's just face them in the way that we are comfortable. Sword on board, baby. Sword on board. Hit me. Not you. You. Okay, I was not expecting you to hit me in that fashion. How am I supposed to kick your butt if I can't parry your attacks back at you? To make you all weak and fragile. There we go. Boop. Boop. We got a bit of HP off that actually, because the poison I think ended up killing her. Not us. Oh, I couldn't walk like down because he was literally body blocking me. Hey. Are you gonna do your... I wanna really try this. I got too carried away with trying to hit her and then parry her attack. But it was cool. Yeah, I missed on both of those parries and just ate some straight up damage to the face. I need to kill the ordinaries quickly before the priestess heals them. Oh, things are just going horribly, aren't they? The second floor's like damage scale is insane. I just win the game by hitting parry. Like, those units are strong enough and annoying enough in itself. And now when you put them on, like, an elite version that you literally have to hit, like, 30 times with this little sword. Man, that sucks. What is its actual damage? It looks cool as all hell. So this is what we're doing until we die. We're using this weapon. Okay? I need to practice using the scarier weapons. Taking damage is fun. 10% plus 10% damage dealt. What? Oh. I deal 10% extra damage in something that is literally impossible. Oh no. I remember you guys. And parry and parry. Parry. Ah, I don't have stamina. Can I light the corrupted torch with a corrupted torch? Oh, I guess it's technically already corrupt. I mean, let's... I feel like I'm in 300. And they're like taunting the Persians to attack. Alright. Yeah, man. You'd think I'd recognize this room by now. What is wrong with me? Okay, it's a strong initiator. Can confirm that. I lied. I prefer using the shield over the sword. Over the... You know what? I don't need to deal with you guys. Only cowards run away. What do you take me for? Coward? Yes. I do take you for a coward. Nope. I'm not okay with any of this. Give me my sword and board back. Get the little wormy. Go, wormy. Red, that's how much damage the wormy explosion does to her? No! The trap hit you! It wasn't me, it was the trap. Look how much damage we deal! Look at that. Do you see how much damage we deal to them? Ah, give me this. I need all the help I can get. Running into walls here. Clearly I'm a professional. I don't want to talk about it. You being tanky even terrifies me more. Just get stabbed. Oh, my Lancer. Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm in this. I'm glad I'm in. Actually, didn't take that much damage, to be honest. Is anybody gonna... No! I got baited so hard by myself. You ever bait yourself? Don't. Don't take that bait and take it out of context, okay? Why are there 3 tankies on this floor? On this room? And wormies. I don't want to fight wormies and tankies. Seriously. Die. Like, I took like 400 or 500 damage on that fight. Just because I hit things and they just don't die. And I'm still not used to not having that relic on that allows you to... or prevents you from being staggered while you're attacking. Or interrupted while you're attacking. I don't really know what the plan is here. Guess this is the plan. Just like poke that guy. Poke this one twice, fall back. Poke his minions twice, fall back. You know, that's... Go for a third poke. These guys feel faster than their level 1 brethren. I'm all obsidian skitty. $184 HP, 189 HP. How did that look like a 4? Ooh, I haven't had this in a while. It's the nice dodge. Guys, I think we're in trouble. I'm no expert, but... Might be an expert in knowing when you're in trouble by this time. Don't get greedy, just whack this one. Don't get greedy, just whack this one. Don't get whacked, don't get whacked, don't get whacked. I have the reaction time of a blind monk. Not like a badass martial artist monk from World of Warcraft, but like a... Oh, stupid weak. Oh. The problem I have is... it just become too tanky. And by the time that I've been playing this game for 40 minutes, my brain has turned into... I don't want to fight these things over and over and over again. Because it just takes too long, you know? And there's 2 of them on this room? See, my brain is just being absolutely throttled. Which is the maximum right now. Like, you know, you're trying to buffer a video in like 720 and there's something seriously wrong with your internet and it drops down to like 480, 360, 240 and then like 144. That's what my brain feels like now when I play this game. Feels like it's just slowly becoming... the bandwidth is just running out completely and my brain's just like slowly going dead. We made it halfway. Again. Wow, that did 750 damage to me. That sucked. In any case, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch all of you in the next episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode. Hit subscribe if you want to see more of mine. And I wish you all the best. See you guys later.